Hello everyone and welcome. This is Blake Livingston, author of the DuinoTune library for music synthesis on the Arduino, and this is the first of what I'm planning to be a series of videos to help new users get started using the library, and this one will be kind of the quick start guide, going over everything that's needed to get a minimal music playback out of your Arduino. So let's dive right in. So to get started, the first thing that you'll need to do is download the DuinoTune library itself. You can do this either using Git or, more simply, just by downloading a zip file here. So you can see we're on GitHub in the DuinoTune page. So let's just download our zip. Alright, so we've got DuinoTune. First thing to do is to move this into your Arduino libraries folder. So what I'm going to do is highlight this and hit Control-C to copy that directory. That directory is now on our clipboard. And on Windows, the Arduino library directory usually lives under Documents, Arduino. If you don't see Arduino here, then something's probably up. This will show up the first time you run Arduino Studio, so if you haven't run Arduino Studio yet, give that a shot. I'm using version 1.6.9 if I recall. So your libraries folder will probably be empty at the beginning. There might be a README there. But anyway, yeah, so the next thing is to click in here, hit Control-V to paste, or you can right-click and click paste if you like. And now we have DuinoTune in our Arduino libraries. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to need to do is download Python. And this is listed in the Getting Started document. Right here this says to download Python version 2.7. I've actually just updated this so that the latest version, 3.5 I believe it is, will work. So what you'll want to do is follow this link and then download either Python 3.5.1 or 2.7.1. In the interest of getting things done quickly, I've already done this. So here's Python 3, making sure that 3 still works. You'll want to double click that to install. Should go pretty quickly. Python is, if you're not familiar with it, another programming language, one of my favorites in fact, and this is used by DuinoTune to convert songs from the renoise format, which is the utility for writing them, into an Arduino library that you can include with your sketch. So DuinoTune itself does the song playback, whereas the libraries generated by this song converter, written in Python, are really just data packaged up to be included. Alright, this should be done any minute. So getting back to the DuinoTune library, there's a couple different folders here, but the one that we'll want to look at is the song converter. So now that Python's installed, if you're on Windows, your icons will have changed, and this lets you know that Python is installed and knows how to run these files. So starting the song converter up is as simple as double-clicking here. And if everything works out, you should be given this little window here. So the way this works is you select your input song directory, where you save the songs that you want to convert, and your output song directory, which should be, in almost every case, your Arduino library folder. So the first thing we're going to do in order to run the demonstrations is pick our input directory, and we'll go back to Documents, Arduino Libraries, DuinoTune, and pick our test songs folder. So all you have to do is navigate into there so that the folder's test songs and hit select. And you should see the folder show up here in the utility. Now for our output directory, we want to pick Documents, Arduino, and then just Libraries at this top level. So now that we've selected this, the moment we hit OK, this should convert all of our songs for us. And there they go. Now if you follow it back out to the library here, you'll see that these folders all have our songs in them. And they've just been created. An interesting thing too is that this utility runs in the background and watches for any changes in your songs. So if you update your song, the folder will automatically be overwritten, or conversely, if you delete your folders, the converter will notice and recreate them. And this will go on until you close the converter. I usually leave it running in the background. As another added convenience, it remembers the directories that you've picked previously. So, just to get a song playing, we should have everything we need to start one up. So, let's pick one from one of my favorite old Nintendo games, The Legend of Zelda. So we load up our Zelda sketch. Very simple. The only things here are to include the DuinoTune header, include a Zelda header, and then Arduino. Then you initialize TinyTune, which is the library that I wrote that DuinoTune uses under the hood, so to speak, for song playback. And then call playSong on Zelda. This little ampersand here is necessary because Zelda is a structure, and playSong takes pointers. But that's something else to look at later. So next, let's make sure that our Arduino is hooked up. COM3, Uno, that looks good. Now we verify. Alright, no errors, no news is good news. And now upload, and my Arduino is already hooked to my speakers. Let's see what happens. Excellent! Well, that concludes the first tutorial. Thank you.